Humans have been called many things, but one of our more complimentary nicknames is the dominant species. We humans like to think that we're pretty tough. After all, we've survived ice ages and plagues, wars and economic collapses, and we even put a man on the moon. But what if we had totally dominated the Arctic 45,000 years ago? Yup, you heard that right. Some scientists think that humans may have totally dominated the Arctic 45,000 years ago. Hi, it's me, and this is my channel. Today, we're going to talk about whether or not humans dominated the Arctic 45,000 years ago. Now, this isn't your typical domination story. You'll probably think of something more like Genghis Khan and his buddies riding in and making everyone in their path submit to their will. Or maybe you're rethinking of world domination, like when the Mongols took over most of Europe in the 13th century, or when the British took over most of the world in the 19th century. But the Arctic back then was a little different. For one thing, there weren't really any countries back then. The closest thing was that the area was part of a larger territory controlled by the Siberian and American continents. Secondly, there was not really a concept of submission in the way we typically think of it, because most of the people in the Arctic were they didn't have kings or queens or presidents to make them submit to anyone. So how could humans have possibly dominated the Arctic 45,000 years ago? Well, according to some scientists, humans may have been the only large animals in the Arctic capable of hunting other large animals. Up until recently, it was thought that humans were the only large animals in the Arctic capable of hunting other large animals. And if that's true, then humans were definitely at the top of the food chain there. Humans likely hunted species like woolly mammoths and giant ground sloths. These animals would have provided humans with a source of food and materials for clothing and shelter. In addition, humans likely used their intelligence and ingenuity to develop new technologies and strategies for hunting, which allowed them to continue to thrive in the harsh environment. In fact, some scientists believe that humans may have actually caused the extinction of some species in the Arctic by overhunting them. For example, humans are thought to have been responsible for the extinction of the Arctic's large ground sloth. But wait, I thought we weren't supposed to be the dominant species. Yeah, it turns out that humans are actually the dominant species in the Arctic, at least not anymore. Turns out that there were actually other large animals in the Arctic capable of hunting other large animals. Scientists now say that a short-faced bear known as Arctidicimus was present in the Arctic 45,000 years ago, and that it likely preyed on the same animals that humans did. So humans may not be the only ones who got to enjoy a nice, juicy, woolly mammoth steak. I guess we can't all be on top of the food chain all of the time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.